hey, watch the entirety of this video, or if you don't, you will wake up with foreskin tomorrow. And for those of you that already have foreskin, you will wake up without it. And for those of you that just happen to be ladies, and by the way, there is something for you in this video as well, you'll wake up with more body hair than Sasquatch. Yeah, we'll go with that. Yo, what's going on, guys, and welcome back to the channel. And in this one, I wanted to do something a little bit different. You know, we're gonna have a little game of Would You Rather, Celebrity Edition, so to speak. And I've thought about this quite long and hard, and yeah, I definitely have. And ladies, don't worry, I got a little something for you as well for this, so that way everybody can participate. And you know, throughout my years in this really, really weird world, and before I ended up looking like this, the way you guys see me, you know, I played a lot of comparison games with some of my friends, and I wanted to invite you guys into this one as well. And it's quite interesting in terms of what people would pick, and it would be very interesting. And but when we get to the gameplay commentary, I am going to go in depth in terms of who I would choose out of these very, very difficult decisions of all these competitors, so to speak. But before then, we're going to announce the competitors. So at first, we're going to have Halle Berry versus Sandra Bullock. Oh, holy shit. And I grew up with these two, and I'll tell you, they're still amazing to this day. I still feel like I'm 10 years old. Holy shit. Anyway, the next one is a little bit more modern, and yeah, Daisy Ridley versus Emma Watson. Holy shit. You know, I don't know about you guys here in the States or in Canada or wherever you're from. I know people that are from England or whatnot are not going to give a shit, but I don't know. I've got a soft spot, or should I say a hard spot, for that wonderful accent that the ladies have. And you know, I mean, come on. Woo. And let's go on to the next one, guys, before I start to get a little too carried away to where I have to postpone this video for another 2 hours or so.
2 hours later.
This is kind of like the older women edition of the celebrity edition of this. And we got Salma Hayek versus Jennifer Lopez. Holy shit. Both of these women have barely fucking aged, man. Now, I don't know what they do or who they do, but I don't give a fuck. Holy shit, they look fucking amazing. And as promised at the very, very beginning of this video, I got something for the ladies as well. You know, I only play on one side of the fence. I don't play on both sides of the fence. So hopefully I did a good enough job. So for those of you that are ladies that happen to be watching this, so here is yours. And that is Michael B. Jordan versus Drake. So I can't wait to see what everybody thinks of this. And even though I don't play for Team B, I play for Team A, so to speak, you know, or for Blue Team instead of Red Team, or whatever you want to say. I'm even going to have a couple things to say about Michael B. Jordan versus Drake, if I do say so myself, actually. So.
All right, guys and gals, as always, there's a limited amount of time in order to get through all this stuff. So without further ado, let's get straight into it. So first, we've got Halle Berry versus Sandra Bullock. Now, here's the interesting thing. I first saw Halle Berry in a little movie called The Flintstones that came out, I think, in 1994, and that was the first movie I ever saw her in, if memory serves correctly. And I always thought she was gorgeous, and she kind of played all sexy in that movie and everything. And for those of you guys that have seen that movie, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. I mean, there's nothing like naked going on with Halle Berry, which, by the way, she didn't show her body in any form of nudity whatsoever up until Swordfish, which I'm pretty sure she got extra cash for that. But that woman continues to age so well. She continues to be a sweetheart, and it's always kind of bugged me how I don't know, I guess she just continues to be single after all this time, and there's on and off things going on. I don't know. I don't watch celebrity gossip all that much. All I know is that, to my knowledge, she's not married, so it's like, how in the hell is that possible? And of course, there's Swordfish, and then among other movies, she's in John Wick 3. She actually had to train the dogs. I mean, the woman is just fucking amazing, and it's hard to believe she's in her 50s. Holy shit. And the same goes with Sandra Bullock. The first time I ever saw Sandra Bullock was in a little movie called Speed back in 1992, I believe it was. Maybe 92 or 94. It was around the same time as the Flintstones, believe it or not. And I was like 10 years old or 9 years old when I first saw that movie, and I'll tell you what, I was like a kid in elementary school that fell in love with Sandra Bullock from Speed. I always thought she was really, really pretty. I thought the second movie sucked and compared to the first one, but I'm telling you, like, Sandra Bullock, like, is one of those women that's up there with, in my opinion, she's up there with Jennifer Aniston and among a few of the other women that just don't seem to age, man. There's a few of these people on this list, but yeah, I mean, if I had to pick one over the other, it would be really, really, really tough because both of them have sexy bodies. Both of them look tremendously good for their age, and I love older women, and I mean, and both of them have really nice personalities. It really, really is tough, but this is Would You Rather, so that means I have to pick one and put the other one down. So if I did have to pick one, I would choose Halle Berry. Yeah, Halle Berry is just absolutely amazing, and I wouldn't be able to say no. And I'm pretty sure not too many other men out there would be able to say no either. I mean, it would be a difficult decision if anybody had to step up to the plate and choose one of these two women, but if I had to, it would be Halle Berry. My God, that woman is just... Go watch Monsters Ball. Anyway, let's go on to the next one. We've got Daisy Ridley versus Emma Watson. Now, Daisy Ridley I never heard of up until Star Wars, right? Like most of us. And, you know, when I first saw The Force Awakens, I'm like, you know what? She's kind of cute. She kind of grows on you. And then Last Jedi, she kind of grows on you even more. And then I recently saw The Rise of Skywalker, and she just continues to look more freaking gorgeous. And it's actually very easy for me personally. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's her eyes. I don't know if it's the way she expresses her emotions, but she's an easy one to fall for. And of course, we've got Emma Watson. And remember, this is Would You Rather, so you have to pick one or the other. And there's so many different variables as well, which makes this extremely difficult. But when it comes to Emma Watson, it's like, obviously during Harry Potter, I didn't even watch Harry Potter until like way later, like up until the movies were almost done. You know, obviously I didn't think anything of her really, and up and through all those movies, just basically never really thought or anything. And if, you know, I mean, would have been absolutely disgusting if I did. And I recently looked up how old she is. She's only like 6 years younger than me, but still, she was extremely young. So if I thought anything of that during that time, that would be absolutely fucking disgusting. And so no, but the thing is, never thought anything of her. And then a few years go by, sometime after the Harry Potter movies are done. She's in her like early 20s or whatnot. And then she was like on some sort of talk show or something like that I just happened to be watching. And I'm like, holy shit. I'm like, that's her? And I was like, damn, that's her? Holy fuck. Smoking. And I don't know about you guys, but I know everybody in England doesn't give a fuck, but there's also a soft spot for that English or British accent. So I had to include these two, man. I mean, how can you not? I mean, it's an absolutely difficult decision, if you ask me, and it doesn't get any easier as the list goes on, really, with the next one specifically. And then ladies, down in the comment section, you guys can let me know what you think. But for the most part, though, I mean, it's really difficult. I mean, we got one that can handle a lightsaber like a Jedi, which makes me wonder how she would handle my lightsaber. And then you got another one that knows how to use magic spells. So if she can multiply herself and make me have my way with a multitude clones of her, then what's better than one Emma Watson? Two Emma Watsons, right? But yeah, I mean, if I had to pick one, it would be really difficult. But honestly, though, I would choose Emma Watson, because Emma Watson is like when you put the whole package together, I just like her just a little bit more than Daisy Ridley. So if Daisy Ridley's like a 9, then Emma Watson would be like a 9.5. I don't give any woman a 10 because there's no such thing as a perfect woman or a perfect human being for that matter. So that's my choice, and I'm sticking to it. Let me know down in the comments section below, gentlemen, or ladies, for those of you guys that play on both sides of the fence. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. Let me know down in the comment section below which you prefer. But let's go on to the next one. We've got two really, really interesting Hispanic ladies over here. We've got Salma Hayek versus Jennifer Lopez. And again, I grew up on a little a vampire movie called From Dusk Till Dawn. George Clooney was in that movie, and there's a little dance scene that Salma Hayek is in there, as well as another movie called Desperado. Both movies were kick-ass. Desperado specifically was a really kick-ass movie, but yeah, Salma Hayek, my God. And of course, you got Jennifer Lopez as well. And both of these ladies have not aged, like they've hardly aged at all. Their bodies are terrific. Jennifer Lopez obviously is like the queen of ass, so to speak, or one of the queens of ass. It's one of the things she's been known for pretty much forever. It's kind of shrunk a little bit, but I guess that kind of goes with nature. But back then she had a little bit more, when she was a little bit closer to her prime, so to speak, like we're talking like in her early 30s or whatnot, like late 20s to early 30s or whatnot. Like her ass was just a little bit bigger, but right now it still is good, but it's not like as big. But at the same time, I think, in my opinion, I think she's just like a fine wine. She's only gotten better with age, in my opinion. And Salma Hayek is the same thing. So when it comes down to it, it's like when we're talking physically, both of these women are neck and neck to me. I mean, seriously, like if both of them were butt naked in front of me and said, "Hey, you could fuck us both, but you have to choose just one," I'd get out a coin and I'd be like, "Okay, ladies, call it." And whichever one would win. So it all boils down to personality, and I really honestly don't know them both, but just from seeing on both sides, I mean, honestly, if I had to choose one or the other, as well as take with a grain of salt all the things you hear in the social media and stuff, I think personality-wise, I'd probably mesh better with Salma Hayek over Jennifer Lopez. So if I had to pick, which again, I would probably get the coin out, but if I actually had to pick and there was no coins or whatnot, I would pick Salma Hayek, because I think from a personality standpoint, I would probably mesh with her a little bit better than I would with Jennifer Lopez. Again, it's really close. Sorry, J-Lo, but I would pick Salma. All right. Now, for the ladies, as promised, there is something here for you as well. You got Michael B. Jordan versus Drake. Now, I have to admit, I don't know much about Drake, and Michael B. Jordan, over the last couple of years, I've been watching his stuff because obviously from Creed is how he got my attention, and of course he also performed very well in Black Panther. The transformation of his physique has been like really huge ever since Creed. So he's a good actor as well. So you've got that side of the fence. So a lot of the ladies say that the guy is a quote-unquote slut or a man whore, whatever the hell you want to say. But you know something? If the guy's not married and if he doesn't have somebody special in his life or whatnot, he can do whatever the fuck he wants. And the same thing goes with women as well. Let me just get that straight. If a woman wants to do whatever the fuck she wants to do and she's not married or engaged to anybody, let her do whoever the hell she wants. You only live once. You got to have some fun, and that's that. Simple as that. I mean, you know, I think women should just get the same amount of respect as a man does when it comes to that. But some people that were raised old school will never see beyond that, and I get it. But at the same time, it's like, hey, this is a different time now. Let's learn from the past a little bit, or let's learn from the future as well. So it's like, let's take everything into account. If a woman is not attached to anybody, let her have it. But let her do whatever the hell she wants. But we got Michael B. Jordan versus Drake. So you got one guy that can box, and then you got another guy that can sing, or rap, or whatever it is that he does. Again, I don't listen. Believe it or not, I don't listen to Drake. I'm sure there's a few tracks that I have listened to, and I didn't know was him or whatnot. But every single time I've happened to catch a glimpse of a talk show, guess what? They also have games of Would You Rather with the lady guest hosts, and they basically Michael B. Jordan and Drake always seem to be these guys, and that's how I kind of got the idea to put them both on there. So ladies, down in the comments section, let me know down below, would you rather pick Michael B. Jordan or Drake? And of course, everybody else, let me know of everything else down below, and stick around for the outro.
Yo, what's going on, guys? Thanks for watching this video, and for those of you that stuck around all the way through, I guess you don't have to worry about growing hair like Sasquatch for the ladies, and of course for the gentlemen, you don't have to worry about any foreskin appearing or not appearing. You're just going to wake up the next day the same as you were before. So thank you very much for watching all the way. If you found it entertaining, let me know down in the comment section. If you prefer more videos in style like this, I'll be more than happy to make them. And yeah, if you enjoyed watching the gameplay as well, for those of you guys that enjoyed the gameplay more than anything else, if you're interested in my live streams, or anybody that's interested in my live streams, the links will be down in the description below, so you guys can see gameplays like that live. And yeah, that's all I got for this one, guys. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Take care.